ghost story that sounds completely unbelievable but is entirely true.
And this is part 2 of all the paranormal, weird, creepy stuff I encountered in my entire life. After that first incident where I seen whatever it may have been walk across my living room floor, a couple of weeks, maybe even a month went by after that, and I was just able to push it out of my mind. Nothing weird happened since I seen what I seen. So one day I'm outside and hanging out with my neighbors, talking to them, and somehow we got on the topic of paranormal shit that we encounter. While on that topic, we got back to the topic of my current apartment. At that time, I got more detail about the individual that used to stay in my apartment before I moved in. Information that I got from my neighbor sent a shiver down my spine. The individual that used to live here before me was a paraplegic, if I'm thinking of the right word, where you're paralyzed from the chest down. He wasn't black and he wasn't white, but he was someone with the ethnicity that had a darker skin tone, but he was not black. She told me that, it just kind of clicked in my head. It's like, the figure I seen was a figure that was like low to the ground, because remember I said it was the same height as my dog, who was a puppy at the time. And one more thing, she did tell me that the individual that lived here stayed in a wheelchair, like he was wheelchair bound, but he was also a person that of a smaller size. Like he was a guy, but he wasn't like your average height, average weight guy. No, he was like on the smaller side. Think about it, guys. This individual wanted to like get around the apartment without his chair, and if he's paralyzed from the chest down, the other way I can think of him doing that is like crawling with his arms. That would definitely place him at the same height my dog would have been at that time. That explains why I seen, like, I thought it was my dog, and my dog was a puppy, so it was definitely low to the ground. And if you're getting around the apartment and you're like a paralyzed from the chest down, you're gonna be crawling if you're not using your wheelchair. That's just my assumption. Fast forward, after that conversation, a couple of maybe days, even weeks passed by, and I have an appointment. Now, my dog Josie, she is the Houdini of all motherfucking dogs. Learning that about my dog, it took extra measures to make sure she stayed in her crate when I left. So one day I had an appointment. I was about to leave for my appointment, and before I leave, I'm going to put Josie in her crate. So I said, Josie, come, go in your crate. So she came, she went into her crate, and I closed the door right behind her. I locked it the regular way, zip tie chair in front, something on top, pinch in between her. It took me a couple of minutes to find shit and make sure that this bitch is not going to break out of her fucking crate while I'm gone. After I secure her crate, making sure she's nice and snug in that bitch, I turn around to go leave, and I'm stopped dead in my motherfucking tracks. Josie? You know, my dog in the crate was not in her motherfucking crate. Keep him. When I say I seen these two eyeballs right motherfucking here watch my dog go into her motherfucking crate, these two eyeballs right here watched my dog go into her crate. I called my dog. I watched her go in that bitch. I closed the fucking door behind that bitch. Like, I seen my dog go into that crate, and no one can tell me otherwise. I know what the fuck I seen. But she's now standing behind me. And then she's doing that shit again where she's looking around me into her crate like, hey, who you sticking there? Like, bitch, it's supposed to be you. Like, bitch. So now I'm stuck between my dog crate and my dog, frozen in fear. I'm kind of scared to turn around and fucking look. Like, I don't know what to fucking expect to see in her crate. Like, I seen her go in that bitch, so I don't know what to expect since she's right in front of me now. Like, I finally mustered up the courage somehow, mentally, physically, and emotionally, trying to prepare myself for whatever it is I may see, because like I seen my bitch go in that crate, but she's standing behind me, so she's not in the crate. So what's in the crate? Oh, look in that crate. Ain't nothing in that motherfucking crate. I seen my dog with these two eyeballs right here walk her ass in that crate. I seen her. I closed the door behind her. I would not put in all that effort. So once I seen nothing was in that crate, I said, fuck it. I left her out that day. Later on, I found out through my neighbor, the same one, that we all have our own storage units. My storage unit is in turn the person who lived here before me storage unit still have their belongings in that unit. Every time I tell people about that or my friends about that, they be like, let me go in there, see what's there. No, the fuck you ain't gonna go see. Never in there's gonna fucking stay in there. Ain't nobody taking that shit out of there as far as I'm concerned. Property manager, then I can't stop them, but hopefully they get bothered by touching that stuff, not me. But like, no. And I'm gonna leave that shit in there until it can stay in there forever for all I care. I refuse to touch it. I don't have a storage, but I don't like going in there no way because there's like spiders in that bitch. Yeah, he still has his stuff in that storage unit till this day at this very moment as I am telling you guys this video. I didn't have no more encounters where I seen whatever it may have been, but every time the power goes out here, I leave. And usually I used to be a person that loved power outages. I think of it as a camp out, but not anymore since I lived here because I feel like there is something in my apartment with me when I have a power outage. However, whatever it may be, I do not fear it. I just fear the situation that's happening because that shit ain't, we ain't supposed to be experiencing that. So stay tuned. I got more stories coming to you. And don't forget to like, share, and follow.